Do you ever wonder what happens to the people that Dear Snarky gives advice to after they get the advice? Do the people take her gentle guidance? We're using the word gentle loosely here. Or do they refuse, offended they got called out on their sometimes poor behavior? Today we find out. The author and blogger Sherry Keel is here, who is Dear Snarky. You're joining us now with a look back on your 6 years of doing this column for Better Kansas City. Something we've never done before, though, is have you check back in. First of all, do you just call them up? Do you email them? And how do they receive
Well, I have their email, of course, because that's how I get the letters. And the ones that kind of got the most response via the show and social media, I reached out to see if they took my advice.
And were they warm receptions when they heard from you, or were they frosty?
I'm going to be honest, it was a mixed bag. Some people were very like, oh yeah, it worked out, thanks. And then a couple people sent me the middle finger emoji.
Well, you do fillet some people.
Yes, yes.
Not that they don't deserve it,
Indeed.
but you do fillet some people. Okay, so let's take a look back on the people who took your advice and the people who didn't take your advice. You broke down the letters.
Right, to the ones that got the most response. So let's go to the one that a lot of people weighed in with. And this is about the serial one-upper. This is one of the letters that ticked off the most people.
This.
It was from the woman whose sister was a serial one-upper. This is the lady who wrote in about her sister upstaging her engagement announcement by blurting out she was pregnant with her first child. The problem, the sister made up being pregnant. Well, the bride-to-be was super ticked and didn't want her sister to be a bridesmaid in her wedding because of the one-upping, which we all totally got. So I told her, I think your sister is like a narcissist, and I would elope. Because you know the sister was going to do something to upstage the wedding if she upstaged an engagement announcement. So I reached out to the sister, and she got back to me, and I'm happy to report that the couple went to Hawaii and had a very small but beautiful destination wedding, minus the sister who couldn't afford to make the trip. But there was still drama because the one-upping sister was furious that her sister would not pay for her to go to Hawaii for the wedding.
Well, boo-hoo.
Exactly.
Congratulations to the happy couple. Who else did you hear back from?
Well, another one that got a lot of weighing about was the mom who wrote in super angry because her ex-husband brought a date in skimpy attire to their child's field day.
Oh, field day floozy.
Yeah, and she wanted my advice if she should say, you absolutely cannot bring a date to our son's 5th grade graduation. I told her to chill out, don't say anything, because that's what the ex-husband wants. He wants attention. He wants to stir the pot and rile her up. She took my advice. The husband did show up at 5th grade graduation with an even younger date that people assumed was his daughter. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
The letter writer said she just smiled and put up with it.
Good.
Meanwhile, everyone was talking about what a goober her husband was.
Right.
And then when he had to leave early, people were roasting the husband and going, oh, do you have to take your daughter back to school?
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, hashtag winning. She said she felt like a rock star.
The high road is never crowded. It's never crowded.
That is for sure.
Okay, so we've always wondered what happened to the mom who wrote in about her daughter's college roommate's mother, because her college roommate's mother wanted $2 grand so that she could do the dorm room to make it perfect.
Yeah, so everything would be matchy-matchy.
How did that end?
Okay, this is a great story. The mom totally took my advice, and she told the new roommate's mom, absolutely not going to happen. We're a target family. We're not going that route. The mom got so upset that she had her daughter go to the college and ask to switch roommates.
Oh, so that's a win-win.
Yeah, so the daughter got a new roommate. Meanwhile, the crazy decorating mom's daughter didn't get into the sorority she wanted, set a small fire in the dorm room, and was asked to leave the university.
Oh,
so basically, she dodged crazy.
So they needed more than $2 grand to fix that. Okay, the next one you have is a woman who just sent you back emoji fingers, and we're not talking number one.
No, no, it was not your number one.
So who was this? What was this response?
Okay, the woman, one of the women that sent me back the double emoji finger was the one that wrote in mad that she couldn't understand why her friend didn't like getting a makeover.
Well, she didn't ask for the makeover.
No, she
that's
just
why.
decided this woman could use a makeover and just totally did it. And I'm like,
so rude.
Hey, not everyone wants to look trampa-doodle-doo, and you can't think that you have great taste. Maybe you don't. So yeah, that was 8 middle finger emojis.
8?
8 middle finger emojis, yeah.
Love it. So when someone doesn't want a makeover, don't force a makeover on them.
Exactly, exactly. Taste is all relative.
I think we have one more we're going to get to. The healthy mama who was so mad at her mother-in-law because she wanted her mother-in-law to change the entire dinner for the holidays to
basically
accommodate
clear out
things.
her pantry and fridge to accommodate her new dairy, gluten, I don't know, food-free lifestyle.
And she wasn't willing to meet her halfway and like, bring her own food.
And the mother-in-law said, absolutely not, I'm not going to do that.
You also got the finger from her?
So I reached out to her. Not only did she send me the finger, she told me that the only reason I was sticking up for the mother-in-law is because I myself was fat.
What?
I said, what? I responded with a big fat finger of my own. Yeah.
You know, whenever someone's go-to zinger is to make fun of someone else's looks, you know they've lost. By the way, that woman lost.
Well, I knew my advice was correct in siding with the mother-in-law.
And secondly, hats off to you for giving the big fat other finger.
So, well.
Oh boy, now we're all gonna get them. Bitch doesn't have my cell phone, so we're good. Dear Snarky in the Suburbs, bringing you 21st century advice with the attitude. Read the books, follow her blog, message Dear Snarky on Facebook. We have a link to everything Snarky on our website.